What really happened to Ray-Ray McCloud? Just a few weeks ago, he was catching passes and returning kicks for the Atlanta Falcons. He was a veteran presence, reliable, energetic, always smiling. And then suddenly, he was gone, released out of nowhere. No major injury, no suspension announced, just a quiet cut that left everyone scratching their heads. But when you dig into the timeline, the healthy scratches, the shift in tone from Raheem Morris, and a mysterious deleted birthday party post, it starts to tell a story that's, well, a little more complicated than what we were told. So let's break it all down right now and find out what really happened to Ray-Ray McCloud. Now, for those who don't know, Ray-Ray McCloud signed with the Atlanta Falcons as a free agent in 2024, and he became one of those quiet, dependable pieces, the kind of player who doesn't always make headlines, but does all the little things right. Since joining the team, he started 14 games and appeared in 21 of a possible 23. In the first 4 games this year, McCloud posted 6 receptions for 64 yards, plus handled returns on both punts and kicks. Nothing flashy, but steady. Reliable, a guy the locker room respected, and then out of nowhere, things took a massive turn. Now, the first sign of trouble came in Week 6 against the Buffalo Bills. Reporters noticed that McCloud was inactive not because of injury, he was listed as a healthy scratch. Now, Falcons reporter Tori McElhaney tweeted that McCloud's absence was due to a coaching decision. And after the game, head coach Raheem Morris addressed it, saying, "Coaching decision on Ray-Ray tonight, just like everyone else, anyone you put down that's not active. Decided to put him down tonight. He'll be back out there competing next week. We had everyone we needed. We got everybody we wanted tonight, and we got out there and got a big win," end quote. So, at first, it honestly sounded harmless. Maybe a rotational thing. Maybe they wanted to give a younger player some reps. But what followed next turned to that coaching decision into something much bigger. And here's where that timeline gets really, really interesting. On October 9th, the Falcons posted a photo on their team website of Ray-Ray basically as a full participant in practice. Everything seemed okay. Then you fast forward to October 13th, he's ruled inactive for the Buffalo game. No injury, just a healthy scratch. I also want to mention that Ray-Ray McCloud's birthday was on October 15th this year. Now, here's where it gets very interesting. Because according to a deleted social media post, a local promoter posted about Ray-Ray McCloud's birthday party happening the same weekend, reportedly on October 11th, which is that Saturday. These posts have since then been deleted. Every trace of that promotion has been gone from the internet. So the question becomes, why delete the evidence of a birthday celebration if it was honestly innocent? And that's where the speculation and the shift in tone begins. Now, after that Buffalo game, McCloud didn't practice all the following week. When Raheem Morris was asked about it, his response turned heads. He said, "Obviously going through that process right now, talking with him. But that's the distraction that I'm dealing with, no one else." That word distraction kind of changed everything, because this was no longer just about a football decision or game plans. This was now a personal off-field situation that the team clearly wanted to distance itself from. And then a day later, McCloud was released. Now, everything we've discussed up until this point, the dates, the quotes, the facts, are all verifiable. But from here, we move into some theories that I believe is the reason why Ray-Ray McCloud got the boot. And these theories are based off logic, timing, and how NFL organizations typically handle distractions. Now, theory number 1, repeated behavior and culture fit. Now, under Raheem Morris and GM Terry Fontenot, the Falcons have made one thing clear. This is a character-first team. They want players who are locked in, accountable, and consistent, especially in the locker room, trying to establish a winning culture. So one theory is that this wasn't a one-time thing. Maybe Ray-Ray had a pattern of going out or not being fully focused during prep weeks. If the coaches felt that it was becoming a habit, especially on a young team where setting the tone matters, that could have been the final straw. And what better way to send a message than releasing a veteran after a distraction week that tells the locker room no one is above the standard. Now, even though I think that this is a possibility, this theory just doesn't feel right. The fact of the matter, if you release a guy that's participating in his birthday celebration, even though I know it's not a great look, that doesn't give grounds for essentially firing and getting rid of a player. Which leads me into my next theory, and this is the one that I think really fits the timeline. And here it is. Ray-Ray throws a birthday party that Saturday, just 2 days before the Buffalo game. Nothing inherently wrong with that unless it affected his performance or preparation. Maybe he showed up late to a walkthrough on that Sunday. Maybe he missed the Sunday meeting, or maybe he looked sluggish or unfocused on Sunday morning. Whatever it was, the organization likely found out that he had been out celebrating the night before, and that completely changed the tone. That would explain why Raheem's message went from he'll be back out there competing next week to suddenly calling it a distraction. That's not really football talk, that's cultural talk. And when you're rebuilding a disciplined team and you're trying to hold everyone accountable, something like that can't slide, especially if it affects your game readiness. Like I said, no issues with, it's not a great look, but no issues with going out celebrating for your birthday, even though it is 2 days before the game. No issues with that. But something had to have happened that Sunday morning when everyone reported for meetings and kind of a walkthrough that really kind of changed everything for the Atlanta Falcons. Now, regardless of if these theories are true, the pattern is undeniable. Everything changed after that birthday weekend. It started as a routine coaching decision, then turned into a distraction, and ended in a release. Now, the Falcons move forward without McCloud, keeping their focus on football, and with Drake London and Darnell Mooney leading the wide receiver group and young guys like Casey Washington and Jamal Agnew stepping up, the team is making it clear. This is about buying in. Still, losing a veteran like McCloud hurts, especially for a developing quarterback who needs reliable targets. But as Raheem and Fontenot have shown, the culture always comes first. So I will ask you this question. What do you think really happened here? Was this all just bad timing and the optics from a simple birthday celebration? Or was this part of a bigger pattern that the Falcons decided they can't overlook? Drop your theories in the comments down below, and I'll be reading through all of them. Either way, this story is a reminder that in the NFL, sometimes the biggest headlines aren't what happened on the field, but what happens off the field. And I will say this, I do appreciate Ray-Ray McCloud, and I want to thank him for all his time for the Atlanta Falcons. He really was a good player. I still don't know what happened, but I think it had something to do with that birthday celebration and the optics of it all. But if you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And if you want to see more videos like this, check this one out right here. And like always,